Hi everybody, I've gotten quite a few suggestions about making a video centered around comping and chord concepts. So today I'm going to make a video talking about how I think you should start approaching jazz guitar comping, starting with fundamental guitar voicings, and then building on those voicings, thinking about rhythms and melodies in our chords, and then going into strategies about how to actually make music with these concepts. Let's jump right into it. So the first thing that you need to know is your fundamental guitar voicings. These are your go-to guitar chords that you should have 100% down. First, learn your drop 3 voicings. These type of voicings look like this. You'll notice that we skip a string when playing this type of voicing. Usually, drop 3s are played with the root on the low E string on the guitar. Here are the basic chord qualities you need to know using this voicing. Next, learn your drop 2 voicings. Here's what one looks like. You'll notice that this type of voicing doesn't skip any strings. Usually, drop 2s are played with the roots on the A string and the D string of the guitar. Here's what that should look like. So now that you can play and also know about your drop 2s with the roots on the A and the D string, and your drop 3s with the roots on the E string, now we can approach how to make music with these guitar voicings. For this lesson, we'll be using the standard tune-up to comp over. If you need the changes, they will be in the description. So the most important thing when comping is the groove and the rhythm of your chords. So the first step is to have good rhythms to pull from. I always listen to Count Basie to find rhythms to pull from to use in my guitar comping as well as soloing. Here are a couple that you can use for this lesson. Now take these rhythms and write out your own etude, so to speak. Remember that everything doesn't have to be an eighth note rhythm too. You can throw in some whole notes and some half notes as well. Once you have your rhythms planned out, then apply your voicings to them. Make sure to mix up what type of voicing you're using and where you play the root on, the E, the A, or the D string. So now that you have some solid rhythms under your belt, the next thing to do is expand upon the chords that we already have learned. For all the chords thus far, we've had 4 notes in them: the root, the 3rd, the 5th, and the 7th. For these next chords, we're going to take away the 5th and replace it with the 9th. These chords add the 9th to the mix and really add a warmer sound to our guitar voicings. Check them out. These are still what I would consider drop 2 voicings, so make sure to learn these with the roots on the A string as well as the D string. Now that you have these, try to mix in these 9th voicings in place of our normal major 7 voicings and mix and match them. So you can see we already have a lot to work on. The next thing that you should study is using chromaticism in your comping. This just means moving guitar voicings chromatically, either up 1 fret or down 1 fret. Here's an example. So you can see just by moving our voicing up or down a fret, it really adds a lot of interest to our comping. Now let's add the next layer to our comping skills, anticipations. This is when you hit the chord before it's actually played on the downbeat. Usually the anticipations happen on beat 4 or the and a 4 of the measure before the downbeat when the chord changes. Here's an example of both. Now combine this concept with chromaticism and everything else we worked on, and now we're really getting somewhere. The last piece of the puzzle, at least for this lesson, is to think about making melodies when we comp. Look at the very top notes of our voicings. Are there ways to make simple melodies with them? For example, the first chord of tune-up is E minor 7. What are all the voicings we know for this type of chord? Once you find all your voicings that you can play over this chord, again, look at the top note of those voicings and ask yourself, can I make a simple melody just using these notes? Remember that you can also add chromaticism to your melody as well. Once you have your melody using these notes, then add the rest of the chord back to the top note, and then boom, you have yourself a nice melody with chords. Doing this for every chord of this tune and other tunes will add so much to your comping. So we've covered a lot up to this point. We have our drop 2 and drop 3 voicings, adding the 9th to our chords, using swing rhythms and anticipations, and lastly, making melodies with our voicings. Practice each one of these concepts individually and then combine them together like we do in this lesson. Don't try to do it all at once. You'll just get frustrated, and it really matters if you've mastered each individual part of this and then put it together. To demonstrate all these ideas in action, here is one chorus of comping over tune-up. Thank you guys so much for watching this quick guide on jazz guitar comping. If you want me to expand and go even further, let me know in the comment section below and I can make a part 2 to this comping and make it into a series. Also, make sure to check out my new record, Each Step. You can buy it on Amazon or anywhere that streams music. You can also buy it from me if you really want to support me in the most direct kind of way. If you like what you're seeing and want to support the channel, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, as it immensely helps me and helps this channel grow, which makes it so I can keep continuing making videos for you. And again, thanks for watching, and remember to always keep swinging.